Now notice this one. We can select all heads and locate for this. Now they should be pan and tilt inverted. Now in assignment 1, to do this very basically at the beginning, I want you to go here and I want you to go to pan and I want you to go to tilt. I want you to show me them two functions and I want it to be mirrored. So remember, in assignment 1 I want them to do the opposite thing. Now notice the front ones are going out as the middle ones and the back ones are going in. So we can change that on this scenario very quickly by going to patch view, and then instead of looking at the personality list, which you might have done to patch your fixtures, you want to look at patch fixtures, and you can see that fixture 1, 2, 3 and 4 at the top, okay, are these first two heads on the top screen here. So they are pan inverted against each other, but if I do it the opposite way now, if I can confirm that, you'll see this top fixture and this top fixture now come in, and this top fixture and this top fixture over here now come in as well. Is that okay? So it's now matching the rig a little bit more, if you like. So that's just a recap on number 1. You won't necessarily need to do that. Well, you will need to do it on number 2 as well, to be fair to you, but you won't need to do this on this show file at any point necessarily. You can control it how you want to. Anyway, now we've got that, we're going to record some position palettes. Now using pan and tilt to actually do this effectively in the assignment as such can be very irritating, I get that, okay, and a lot of you guys want to always go to attribute editor and you want to use the position function, because this is a lot easier, to be fair to you, okay, so you can click and drag this round and you can get some effective positions quite quickly, okay. Now when you do that, what you'll notice is I've got the position where I want my first set of lights to go, but then I have to close this screen down to be able to store that as position 1. Is that okay? Now once I'm calling this position 1, unfortunately these all give me a colour splat. These all told me what it was. This just gives me palette 18. So I can go back out of any menu that I am in previously, go to set legend and click on this, and I can just call it center stage or whatever I want to call this, whatever you think that's appropriate for your assignment. In assignment 2 you're looking down, you need a crowd blinder position, you need other positions. Once you've read through the list you might say, right, okay, I'm going to do my crowd blinder next. So I'm going to locate the heads, I'm going to go back to attribute editor, I'm going to go into the pan and tilt options and I'm going to bring them like this. Now notice that the front heads, these front washers at the top, are going inwards when all the other lights are coming outwards. So what I might do is just get all the back and rear lights going forward like this, and then I might select just the front GLPs by themselves and actually go reverse with this. Now they're set to be opposite, but there could be your crowd blinder position if you like. So again, I'm going to select all the heads, going to close down the attribute editor, I'm going to click in here, and this time instead of double clicking it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the legend for this already by calling it blinder. Does that make sense? So you actually got 2 positions stored now, and they might be what you need for assignment 2. In assignment 1 I don't care about necessarily naming them, you just need to have 6 variants. Is that okay? So I'm just going to finish off with 2 more because we need certain ones. So we want some actually vertical up and down, I believe, for the next assignment. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to store that position, I'm just going to call it home if you like, because I know what that is meant to be doing. And we've got some center stage ones where they're crossing over. So what I'm going to do is going to go to attribute editor and I'm going to do maybe, where is it, come back, okay, then quickly. Something like that. So there's some like cross stage rears or whatever. Ignore the alpha beams going up horizontally, you won't have them sorry, going up on the diagonal, you won't have them in your assessment, okay? So notice, I'm just going to show you this as well, I don't necessarily need you to do this in your assessment, but if in a real life scenario, if you're always closing this down to get to the position palette, it can be irritating. So if you hover over this option here, or you click this option here, what it can let me do is it can let me change where it goes on the screen, so I can actually move that up there so that I can continue to record palettes at the same time. Obviously I don't want to overcomplicate things for you when you're doing your assignment, so if you want to just close that box down, record the position, click attribute edit, it comes back up again, you change it and you do the follow-on process. But you can resize any of these windows by using that function there, click it and click and drag across the screen to where you want it to be. Right, so I'm going to call these cross stage like that. So we've got a few positions, got a few colour palettes, a few beam shaped palettes. Right, up to that point there, do you want to pause that a second?